Hello everyone, my name is Sten, and welcome to this, the Round 1 Super Mario World 96 Exit Championship race between TNT, the 9th seed, and QuiteSuperMario, the 24th seed. And it looks like we will be ready to go in just a few minutes. TNT has readied up. We are just waiting for Ben, and then we will be ready to go. Ooh, who leaves an empty box of cereal in a cabinet? What kind of monster would do that? And yeah, it looks like we will be getting started in just a few moments. Yep, Ben has said 30 seconds. And he has readied up. We will be getting started in just a moment. Well, I say just a moment, we have to wait 10 seconds for the race to start, and then a little while for Twitch delay to catch up. And away we go! Looks like we have having a few issues with choppiness on Ben's stream, and I think they're on his end. So I'm afraid nothing I can do about that. But yes, welcome. This is the losers. No, I'm used to saying losers bracket from the 11 exit tournament. This is there is no losers bracket. This is just a round 1 race for the 96 exit championship between the 9th seed TNT _ and the 24th seed QuiteSuperMario, also known as Ben. And so far both runners off to just a pretty standard start. Shouldn't be too much to talk about here in World 1. But let me see if I can tell you a bit about the runners. Ben has been around for a very long time. I think he'd been around I think since maybe 2014 or 2013. Taken a few breaks from the game, extended breaks, but he is back at the moment, and with a vengeance. He's been getting very involved in the community, helping out a lot with our recent tournaments. He's done a lot for this one already, and we're only in round 1. '12, even earlier than I thought. Yeah, it looks like neither runner having any issues with this stage. Again, apologies for the choppiness. Nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. TNT, on the other hand, picked up this category a lot more recently, but... Oh, I guess just picked up the game a lot more recently. I think he started running the game... Oh, was it 2016 or 2017? Either way, he's still relatively new to the game, but... already has a 123, which is quite a decent time. So yeah, I guess to get into PBs, TNT took the 9th seed of this tournament with a 123.48, which he got, I think within the last couple of months. And QuiteSuperMario, Ben on the other hand, has a 127.29. TNT just improving at this game very quickly. But I would say that Ben is definitely capable of a better time than that PB. And looks like it's pretty much neck and neck here out of World 1. I think TNT may have a slight lead if I'm looking at this correctly, but that certainly won't be what decides the run. Good cape grab from both of them, just the same strat, bouncing on both the things. Both bouncing on the Super Cooper twice. Oh, Ben, I think missed a cape pump. He's flying very low. Unless is he doing early green switch route? Oh, okay, so this is going to be interesting. We have a route difference. So TNT, well, I guess I'll talk about Ben because I'm certain of what route he is doing. Ben is doing the classic route, early green switch. This is the route that everyone used to run going back like 3 or 4 years. Basically, you take the normal exit of DP1 on the first run through World 2, get DP2 and green switch, and then head on grab the top secret exit, and go to World 3. And a nice DS1 there, 251 on the timer from TNT. So, I don't remember what route TNT takes. But I guess we'll find out based on what he does here. Okay, so he's grabbing top secret exit, which usually you would do if you were going for early donut secret house route, which is the route we see a lot more of the top runners doing these days. And yes, TNT confirming my suspicions, he is going for early donut secret house route. Ben not getting that yump, but still just getting through the switch palace with no issues. And TNT once again heading through donut secret 1. He'll be grabbing the secret exit this time. Hopefully he can keep the shell all the way to the keyhole. Saves a little bit of time. Oh, okay. Nope, he just chose to ditch the shell, make his way straight to the key, getting a 57, which is faster than losing the shell, but a bit slower than keeping the shell. But losing the shell, as in losing the shell by accident, is it's kind of random. It's due to cape frame rules, and it's very inconsistent. Oh, TNT having a bit of trouble with that door there. Doors in this game are a 3-frame window at full speed, which makes them a bit tricky to get in sometimes. And TNT actually got caught up on that P-switch a bit, which is gonna slightly mess up his boo ring on the next run through Ghost House. Ooh, Ben takes a hit to that Buzzy Beetle. Sorry, that Swooper. But thankfully there is a green block right there, so we can get Cape back easily. I think you'll find, QuiteSuperMario, that it is not a yump, unless it's off the big switch. That is an important distinction to make. So one of the advantages of doing Donut Secret House on the first time through World 2 is that the position of the boo rings will be consistent. So the way the boo rings work is essentially every time, the first time you load it, it'll be in, like, it'll start in one spot, and that is always the same every time you reset the console. But then every time after that, it'll load in the position that it was last unloaded in, which means that every room you have with a boo ring sort of affect every subsequent room with a boo ring. And there is a boo ring in Vanilla Ghost House, which doing Donut Secret House later in the run, you'd go through Vanilla Ghost House beforehand. Ooh, Ben missed the fast takeoff there in Donut Plains 3. Ooh! Misses the backup, just ran right off that ledge. That is very unfortunate for him. Ben... Oh, but this is actually one of the huge advantages for him right now of doing early green switch. Is that there is a green block right there, but unfortunately, things are just not going that well for Ben. Loses that cape. Looks like he'll be attempting the no cape backup, which I'm not sure... Okay, that was actually nicely backed up by him, and then there is a cape here that he can grab. Unfortunately, those early green blocks just not quite paying off for him. But still, nicely done with that no cape backup, actually. He handled that pretty well, all things considered. TNT in the meantime, grabbing Yoshi in Donut Plains 4. He'll be using this for a couple of different glitches at the beginning of World 3. And I believe we'll see Ben do the same. So, at the moment it does look like TNT is a decent way in the lead, and I would say that TNT has the lead right now, but it's not by as much as it appears, just due to the route differences. They've done just a completely different set of levels through World 2. TNT with a nice flight up Morton. Vertical flight is kind of tricky in this game. You're really trying to maintain horizontal speed in order to move vertically. Ah, interesting. Ben not going for the spring. Oh, of course. He has green blocks. This is something you don't see too often. He's going to get flight here and then just fly up because you've got an extra tile. Ooh, didn't quite manage it. That's unfortunate. But what he was trying to do was just keep flight up there and then do a fly off the green blocks. Which was that was the typical strat back when everyone did early green switch. And TNT is moving on to Vanilla Dome 1. So hopefully we will see an attempt at wings. Hopefully we'll see some decently fast wings. Looks like he's taking it nice and safe, doing the left side setup. This should get him. Depends on this dupe, because this second dupe here is luck based. Second try, it's not too bad. 73. 73 wings are pretty solid. TNT will be moving onto the clip as Ben attempts the wings. TNT scrolls the screen to the right there, just helps with the positions of some of these fish. And TNT first try into the wall, gets kicked out though, that's very unfortunate. That's just a 1 in 4 chance of happening, essentially beyond his control. Ooh, where did that Buzzy Beetle come from? Thankfully it didn't end up affecting anything. Ooh, Ben's having a bit of an issue getting this second wings dupe. At this point I'm pretty sure the wings are not going to save time. Oh, the shell has momentum. Things are not going great for Ben here. He's getting pretty bad luck with this dupe. But he did get it eventually. Oh, 297 though, that is a lot of time lost. That's about 80 game seconds. I think 75 game seconds over what TNT got. Ooh, Ben, I assume lost Yoshi somehow. I didn't quite catch what happened. Just from the laggy stream, but unfortunately he is going to the secret exit, the intended route. Yeah, as Twitchmaster said, that's about 50 seconds real time, which is just that puts TNT a decent way in the lead. And looks like TNT didn't have any issues getting through Vanilla Dome 2. Normal exit? Oh, okay. We have lost Ben's stream. That is unfortunate, because it means the Restream setup's going to be jank for a while. I'm not going to touch anything, because if I do, it's going to make it so much harder when Ben's stream comes back up. Apologies for this. Hopefully it comes back soon. But for the time being, TNT is attempting Vanilla Dome 3, one of the harder levels in Vanilla Dome. Ooh, interesting flight there. But it's effective. So, I wonder what strat we'll see TNT go for here. He is just taking it safe. Not doing anything too fancy. No log skip, no raft skip. Just doing the classic safe strat to get through there. Definitely not a bad decision in a race. Okay, looks like we may have Ben's stream back. Just give me a moment to get this fixed up on the Restream. Okay, I think we're back. And ooh. okay. Ben's stream unfortunately still not looking too hot. It looks like Ben's been making his way through Vanilla Dome while dealing with these stream issues. Now he's in VD3. TNT. No issues with Magic Koopa in the first room of Lemmy. Ooh, Ben not quite managing to keep his P-speed on the raft. Has to ride it up this slope. Ooh, have we lost Ben again? Nope, not quite. He is playing the game. Okay, TNT is headed into the Lemmy fight. Almost done with well, with the bottom side of World 3 here. Ooh! Did not quite jump soon enough and got Lemmy'd in the butt. Thankfully, that's actually not too bad a mistake to happen. He's made it out with his Fire Flower, which means he'll be able to grab a cape right at the start of Cheesebridge area, which is the next stage. Again, apologies for the Ben stream, but it's not on my end. I can't do anything to fix it. So TNT just grabbing a cape back here, taking it nice and safe, running to the left for a while in order to build up speed. And hopping off Yoshi, we will not be seeing Cookie Mountain boss kill from TNT. Which is not too much of a surprise. There aren't too many people you see going for CMBK. Ben looks like he's gonna make it through the Lemmy fight just fine. Yep. Didn't lose cape. TNT voicing his concerns with Ben's obvious splicing. Whoa, okay. We are now halfway through the cutscene. Splice. How convenient that it freezes on a perfectly black screen for like 10 seconds. TNT and Ben making their way through the same level at the moment. TNT finished the secret exit shortly before Ben finished the normal. And now it's time for Soda Lake for TNT. Ooh, what is Ben? Why is Ben keeping Yoshi? Okay, he's ditching Yoshi. No CMBK attempts here. TNT swimming under Soda Lake. Definitely the safer option. You're not dealing with a bunch of torpedoes that can hit you in the face. You're out of the way of the fish. The disadvantage of swimming under, though, is it's quite easy to bonk on some of those walls as you're trying to swim below them, but not too low. Because obviously if you go too low, you fall off the bottom of the level and die. Ooh, TNT probably not delaying as much as he'd intended there, but that still worked out. Takes it a little bit safe at the end, getting the 24 on the in-game timer. And it looks like for the moment we are seeing consecutive frames from Ben. A rare sight. He's flying over Cheesebridge area. And yep, has no problem dropping down for the secret exit. Chooses to do a dive bomb actually. Bit of a safer choice. And a nice item fly there from TNT. Ben in Soda Lake is making the decision of switching to fire, which is a bit of a safer option. That way you're not risking losing the cape if you get hit. I think, in my opinion, it's a bit more difficult to aim the fireballs than it is to like, aim the cape spins, in effect. But you're definitely in a worse situation if you lose cape in this stage than if you just lose fire. I think we saw Aaron doing the same thing in his race. See, this line of... yeah, that line of fish is the thing that scares me with fire. But I guess the advantage here is that you can just switch back to cape. Looks like it wasn't too confident with what those heads were doing, so it just chose to just go under instead. And TNT, yeah, looks like he's no issues with Star World 4 gaining that height near the end. Looks like had a good flight speed as well, got the 72. Ben is entering Star World 3 as TNT and as Star World 5. Hopefully TNT will be able to maintain flight over the top of these blocks. There's not too much room to fly between the ceiling and those cement blocks, but TNT had no issues there, thankfully. Ooh, TNT just accidentally landing there and going for the second zip. Thankfully didn't... I was a little worried when he actually finally got that second zip that he'd die going for it, but thankfully we did not see that. He did manage to land on the platform with the key. And not a bad 63 pipe. Yeah, 63 is... it's a solid time. Nothing amazing, but solid. And hopefully we will see something decent. Ooh, no, bit of an issue getting this last zip. Gets it in the end, but ends up with an 84, which is about what you get if you don't zip at all for that exit. Good evening, Nate. Yeah, Ben mentioning that I think he accidentally flew over Star World 4 for the secret exit. technically a little bit slower, but arguably safer. We have Ben claiming that he'll get 70 zips. I would be very impressed if he did. Although, Twitchmaster suggesting that that he might get that on the secret exit. That wouldn't be quite as good. I think Ben may have already killed... Yep, the 70 zips are not happening. Ooh, that's... having a bit of trouble getting this big zip in the middle. Arguably the easiest zip of them all. And no luck with this large zip either. So Ben... getting 2 zips, was it? 52 on the game timer, that is not great. If I'm being completely honest. I've had worse. But yeah, 52 is definitely less than ideal. TNT grabbing up that red Koopa. And flying over Star World 5. And yep, no issues getting to the secret exit. Little trouble grabbing the key, ending up with a 68. Yeah, TNT is on his way to special. Well, he's in special. He's in gnarly. Ooh, misses that first dupe though. Thankfully he didn't spin the block, so it doesn't lose that much time. Almost had the quad dupe there, just missed the last one. But still not a bad set of gnarly wings. Ooh. I was a little worried. He was a little bit high there. I was worried he was going to get hit by the blue shell and get knocked off Yoshi. But he was just low. The shell was just low enough that that wasn't an issue. And TNT going for tubular wings. Gets the P-switch in the second time, and let's see if the scroll will cooperate. Ooh, I'm not sure if TNT knows the buffered scroll strat. Ben losing a bit of time there at the end of Star World 2, having to feed Blue Yoshi a cape rather than fire. Just takes a bit longer for that to drop from the item box. Yeah, I'm not sure what TNT was hoping for with that scroll strat, but he got them eventually. If those are Seathorn strats, I do not want to do Seathorn strats. Just because they do end up kind of slow. Ooh, TNT going for the attempted arc, awesome. Never mind, he's just doing the dumb flower. Oh, I almost thought we were going to see something cool. But no, he is just grabbing flower the slow way without even doing awesome Resnal kill. Ooh, Ben is doing good old classic gnarly. No wings, just ooh, kicked himself off Yoshi with that shell though. The reason he hit the P-switch was because he was intending to go in that higher pipe, but did not manage that. After knocking himself off Yoshi. TNT gets the double tongue though for GBK. Going for the scroll. Yep, taking that nice and safe. And 77. Not a bad GBK. Still, even though he took that slow and safe, that was still slightly faster than doing the stomp setup. And Ben actually getting the P-switch in Tubular. Interesting decision there. P-switch works out just slower than not P-switch. I guess it's a little bit safer, but not the decision I would make. He's not. He's behind by a lot. Yeah, TNT is definitely in the lead here. They are on different routes, so some of the difference is due to that, but definitely not the bulk of the difference. Oh, Ben actually going for the star in order to grab the awesome flower. Interesting strat. And then spending a while flying into the off-screen pipe. Awesome has a couple of pipes off-screen, just to prevent you from flying straight over the level. Okay, Ben not going for a boss kill. He's just going to be taking the classic route through Ruby, flying over it with green shell and blue Yoshi. The reason he's not just flying off-screen the whole way through here is that, again, there are off-screen pipes that can get in your way. And TNT is a super player that has fast fly, getting that 39. And really not too bad a special though from TNT. There are a few weird glitches due to like I'm pretty sure that I know the ones in Tubular are to do with the chucks and maybe the lotus flowers as well. Yeah, there's one in Funky that's caused by the sumo bro. It's a weird thing where like if you've got an enemy standing on a block, like above the level and below the level, one screen over or something, there'll be just like phantom note blocks. You see them in Tubular, like you can like if you're flying with blue Yoshi, you can like bump your head against them. It's quite interesting. Yep. So TNT is making his way over the Donut Plains too. Ooh, Ben looks like he scraped on that pipe at the top of Funky. Gets through the stage with a 35 and 15 bonus stars. TNT getting the Buzzy Cradle. Will he get the Buzzy into the cradle? Unfortunately not. And Ben leaving special. I think a bit over 2 minutes after TNT did. Two and a half. So TNT just gets to sit back and relax for a while with this auto scroller. Although hopefully we'll see a couple of pipe flies here. Yep, looks like he's set up for it properly. Oh, nice. 318 pipe, that is fast. And both runners in the Switch Palace right now. Ben in the yellow, TNT in the green. No yump from Ben. Will we see a yump from TNT? Yes, we will. Very nice. So that is 0 yumps to Ben. I believe just the one to TNT. I didn't actually catch his red switch. Ben was having an interesting time with wings at the time. TNT has put the Buzzy in the cradle, but it's not moving, so I don't know if that really counts. Better than last time, though. Okay, so yeah, TNT is 1-0. Oh yeah, I missed yellow switch as well. And Ben making his way through the other section of World 2. He'll be heading to Donut Secret 1. Getting both exits here and then making his way over the Donut Secret house. Ooh, TNT just landed a little early there before the pipe. Ooh, Ben, pretty close to the 52 there. Just took it a little bit too safe. And TNT, definitely well on the lead, is making his way. Will be making his way back into World 3, clearing up the top route. But first, we'll be seeing an attempt at one of the most important strats in the game, red block thing. Ooh, bonks and does not get it. It's very unfortunate. Loses a few seconds to that. So I think if Ben can get red block thing, he's probably going to win this. Ooh, TNT landed on top of the pipe there. Lost him a little time. Other than landing on the pipe, that was a nice VS1 from TNT. Hopefully he has a similar normal exit. Yeah, very nicely done. Getting that 83 pipe. Barely getting that 83 pipe. But still, very, very nice stage from TNT. And now he's moving on to the relaxation stage of the run, where you just get to tap left for a while. Ooh, Ben with a nice double fly there, just letting him squeeze through the boo ring. Yeah, Ben's moving on to Donut Secret 2. He should be used to doing this after special, but yep, you have to. The difference between the main difference in this stage between the route that TNT's doing and the route that Ben's doing is that Koopa at the start of the level, before special is beaten, he's green and you can just run right under him. But after special's beaten, he's yellow, so he walks a bit faster when he's yellow. You have to go over instead. And Ben has an attempt at red block thing here. This could put him back in the game. Ooh, I don't know if he's doing it though. No, he is not. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is a wasted opportunity. So TNT in a moment, we'll be seeing him attempt to get the Thwomp boss. There is a Thwomp at the beginning of the next room. If you spin your cape at the right time, you can despawn him. So hopefully we can see that. Nice! Very nice Thwomp boss from TNT. I think that makes up for missing red block thing. It may save significantly less time than red block thing, but it's so much cooler. And TNT is now making his way through Butterbridge 1, which is one of the more boring levels. It's a 2-minute long auto-scroller. It's one of those annoying stages where it's long and it's boring and there's nothing you can really do to make it faster, except for a small pipe fly at the end, which you don't see too often anyway. Oh, I'm getting tired just thinking about this stage. The problem is you have to pay some attention, otherwise you can just die very easily. So at this rate, it looks like Ben is going to complete a whole 2 stages before TNT completes this one. Yep, he certainly is. Yeah, so no pipe fly there from TNT, just... I think pipe fly saves at like some number of frames in the second room. It's definitely not a huge time save. Now, will we see an attempt at Thwomp boss from Ben? All it takes is a cape spin in the right spot. Ooh, he tried, but I think he was a little bit late. Or early. One of those two. So hard to tell. And a nice Resonal kill there from Ben. TNT choosing to stick with the cape. I think he actually deliberately slowed down his flight speed there, which is not a bad move when you're caping this room. It can be a bit scary getting under those potobos. And switches to 5 for this room because really there's no reason to cape here. And yep, TNT making it out of World 4. And really, quite a solid run coming out from TNT so far. Now, there's been mistakes here and there, but definitely nothing big. And of course, coming up is Forest of Illusion, which there can be a lot of variance in Forest. There's the first 3 levels have luck-based tricks. Okay, it's not the first 3, but the first 2 and then 1 not too much later. But I'm not sure whether TNT goes for wings here. We will find out. Just grabbing that blue shell. Yep, looks like we are seeing a wings attempt here. Taking it a little bit safe, and nice. First try on that wings dupe. Very good start to Forest for TNT. And Ben is out of Butter Bridge 1. Just flying over Butter Bridge 2. TNT. Oh, Ben lands on the Sky Teeth. Has to regain flight. TNT with a nice first try clip. That's what you want to see. This is definitely a good start to Forest for him. He's going to be happy with that. Ooh. A little bit of trouble grabbing that block. Didn't quite get it the first time. It's always a bit scary. Once you've sort of lost your speed against that block, it's... You know, you've messed up your swimming rhythm. It's easy to clip back in bounds there. But thankfully, he did not have that issue. At the moment, TNT is ahead by a significant margin. No yump there. But still not too bad a switch palace. Ben opting to switch to fire for room 2 of Ludwig. Arguably the safer option, although if you get hit and lose fire, you're losing a lot more time than just losing cape. Ooh! Speaking of which, Ben just doesn't quite jump high enough, lands on those spikes. He is going to have to do the normal kill on Ludwig, which is a bit slower. TNT, bit of an issue at the start of FY1 getting P-speed. Got kicked off Yoshi there. But managed to recover just fine, losing not too much time. And Ben manages to get the cycle skip on Ludwig, which is a pretty decent time save if you're doing it without fire. Normally he'd jump around, normally he jumps around and then does his, like, going into his shell thing and rolls around for a while and then jumps all over the place. Normally he does that every time you hit him, but if you hit him in the air while he's doing his arc across, then you can hit him again immediately after that and save a cycle. It saves about 14 seconds against the sort of intended Ludwig fight. But it loses about 14 seconds to just killing him with fire. Oh, don't worry, Ben. You definitely didn't invent that. I've done that before. I've seen many people do that before. And TNT, moving on to his second clip. Hopefully this one goes as well as the first. Nice. Oh, it's always good to see that. What? I'm not Was that an intentional fire grab from Ben? Because if so, that was a... Oh. TNT. Now, that was a cool fire grab. I don't know if he intended to do that, but I liked it. TNT, though, accidentally kicks the block away after grabbing it in FOI2. This is losing a decent chunk of time, unfortunately. So normally with a first try clip like that, we'd be seeing a 39-38 kind of game time here. Instead, we've got a 25, so that's about 14, let's say 14 game seconds, which is 8 or 9 seconds, no, 9 or 10 seconds. Ben, on the other hand, oh no, is he going for dumb clip? I think he's going for dumb clip. So, got kicked out, or I think he dropped Yoshi attempting the first clip. So instead he's going for the dumb clip. The clip which saves no time. In fact, is slower than doing the level normally. And he's keeping Yoshi with him, which is not a good decision because Yoshi is extremely laggy. Actually, yeah, he's keeping Yoshi the whole way through here. You don't see that too often. Are we going to see an unconventional route through forest? Sticking with Yoshi for the Switch Palace. No Yoshi Yelp, I'm afraid. Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't quite catch what happened on that clip. So, unfortunately for TNT, missing that throw block is going to lose him a chunk of time, but I think this should still be a pretty decent forest, especially for a race. Ooh, Ben just having a bit of trouble getting back in that wall. Dropping Yoshi again. I think he actually could have got in on that one. Ooh, got in and then just swum right out. It's quite unfortunate. And dropping Yoshi again. Ooh, TNT bounced off. Oh, okay. Well, Ben got through eventually. Yep. Good flight by TNT. I'm just wondering, has Ben done FY1 secret yet? Because I didn't see him do that. And... oh, okay, I guess, yeah, okay, this is a bit of an unconventional overworld path, but it'll work. He just needs to do Forest 1 secret after he does Donut Ghost House normal. Sorry, Donut Ghost House... no, Forest Ghost House secret. I know what levels I'm talking about. So yeah, as long as Ben thinks, like, just remembers what to do here, he should be fine. In fact, I think technically speaking, from an overworld perspective, this is faster than the normal route. But not from an in-level strats perspective. TNT with a nice room 2 of the fort. Very nicely done. Yeah, we have third lava dolphin. Confirming in the chat, Ben's route is 2.9 seconds faster on the overworld, but loses significantly more in Forest 2. And that's just from strats alone, forgetting the mistakes. Ben has flown past the door. Apparently distracted by TLD's routing information. But now, should just be able to get... I guess he's in an interesting situation, because the optimal strat here is just to not get Yoshi. But he's going for Yoshi anyway. I would have been interested in seeing him get the secret exit without Yoshi. That is not something you see people do too often. And TNT is finishing up, getting the last exit inside the forest before Roy's castle. So I'm guessing that Ben is just gonna ditch this Yoshi. Oh, what happened to TNT? I looked away for a second and then TNT was on the ground regaining flight. Ooh, and not quite getting the pipe either. I think TNT lost about 10 game seconds on that stage. So, despite some good luck in Forest, there's been a few mistakes here, but still definitely not bad for a race. And Ben just ditching that useless Yoshi at the beginning of Forest 4. He has no use for him. Ooh. Okay, TNT having a bit of a scary encounter with that never shoot statue. Yes, within the last few days I've seen someone have speed and then just run off the side of that statue and dive bomb straight into the pit near the end of the level. So, it was good to see TNT not do that. So TNT is making his way out of Forest as Ben makes his way into the fort. Just another... I guess the interesting thing, like this fort is just it's a really boring auto-scroller before a quite fun room. It sucks that they put such a cool room behind such a dumb room. Oh, very nice. True pipe fly from TNT. There's pipe fly, like, that is basically an optimal pipe fly. Can't hope for much better than that. Ooh, Ben going for a normal fly through this section of Forest Fort. Interesting choice. Taking it safe with Resnor, who was quite aggressive with those 4 fireballs. TNT not even attempting the Choco Door challenge. Goes for Doorfly though, he may... Yep, did have the Doorfly, but I'm not sure he was actually expecting it. It didn't look like he was quite ready to cake pump there. TNT. Getting that 91 pipe. No puffy, not even close to the puffy. Nice. Good CI2 there from TNT. And I think that is 4 dirty bubbles we've seen now this race. Ooh, TNT flying a little bit high there at the end of the first room CI3. Losing a game second. Let's see how Ben goes with Royfly. TNT had no issues here. Ben, ooh, oh no. Oh, he went super low on that dive bomb and I think just didn't quite pull up soon enough. Cape cancelled on the last of the Podoboos. Has to go back to Forest 2 for a cape. You hate to see that. But he has another shot at it, so... And that one, much more... Yeah, much nicer. I was going to say much more successful, but really, with Royfly, it's either you get it or you don't. Oh, I don't think Ben was expecting that flight meter there. Oh no. Now that is not a death that you'd usually see. Hope someone took a clip of that. It wasn't a duck fly. It was I think he'd jumped and then just kept a like he still had flight meter and then went for another normal jump and just because of that had flight. Ben taking it super safe through this the third time. Super safe. Hardly even touching the run button. You can tell he was scared after the first couple of runs through. But does make it out of Roy successfully. I think about 5 minutes behind TNT. 4.5 to 5. So TNT with the very sizable lead at this stage. And on pretty decent pace too. And it looks like he is didn't have any issues with Chocolate Island 3 the first time. Of course, now that I've said something, he's gonna scrape on the pipe and lose like, like 30 seconds. As is the commentator's curse. Okay, Ben looks like he's not going for pipe fly, just caping through the stage. And thankfully I was wrong, TNT getting through CI3 with no issues. Grabbing that secret exit. He'll be moving on to Chocolate Fort. Ben grabs the Unicape. Definitely not a backup, not a... What? Definitely not a bad backup. It is a backup. I know what I'm talking about. Ooh, TNT just a bit late with that that spin jump there. Didn't quite realise it got penciled. Ooh. Okay, TNT, you are scaring me. But it does make it out of the first room with a cape. And the midway. Hopefully the midway doesn't end up being necessary. Yeah, shouldn't have too many issues with this second room. And there is a backup cape at the end if he wants to grab it. Chooses not to though. Probably just gonna opt for the one in Ghost Ship. And we have... ooh, different Resnor pattern to the one I'd expect here. I guess those mistakes in room 1 messed up the RNG a bit. No, Pipefly is still worth if you're stopping for Unicape. TNT flying through Chocolate Island 4. Definitely a fun stage, this one. And yeah, pretty much flawless. Nice 72 there. Ooh, Ben, I have to teach you a thing or two about Chocolate Secret. Because that is not how you do the first room. Okay. TNT with not the fastest beginning to CI5, but still a reasonable one. And looks like he'll be going for P-speed here at the end of the level. And gets it with no issue. Oh, Ben, what was Ben doing there? He was just standing on the ledge. Ooh, TNT bonked into that wall. I hope he doesn't attempt Crusher Skip because it will not work out for him. I think unfortunately he loaded that second Crusher at a bad time, so he's going to have to take the 2 cycle through here. But definitely good to see that he was aware of that. Generally, if you lose P-speed in that first corridor, then it's not worth attempting Crusher Skip. It's just super risky. But otherwise, a nice Wendy's Castle. Ben waiting around at the CI2 pipe, waiting for the time to hit 49 so he can get the normal exit. Doesn't have all the dragon coins, so he's gonna get the room with the Rexes, where you can get takeoff there, and he did. It's just a bit tighter. There's not a huge amount of room for it. TNT moving on the Ghost Ship. Looks like he's not going to be able to hit 1,000,000 points before he gets to room 3, or in room 3 either. So we will be seeing some lag. Boo rings. Yeah, good despawn on the first boo ring from TNT, and the second one was lined up quite nicely from earlier. Ooh, Mrs. Tonguing the Koopa. There's a yellow one that you can grab just down here. Which I'm not even sure if that saves time. Just chooses to kill it instead. Yeah, good ghost ship from TNT. And that is an orb. And now it's time for Valley of Bowser. Although, Ben is in Choco 4 right now. It doesn't do the left right at the start. And I think he's just gonna take it safe, relatively casual through this first room. The first room of Choco 4 is definitely not an easy one. Yeah, Ben makes it through the fall with not too many issues really. TNT doing a spin fly through here, so I think we'll be seeing an attempt at door fly. Nice. Yep, slows down mid-flight there just to make the rest of the thing consistent. It's definitely not a bad idea. Misses the sexy slide, but gets the poverty hop. Ben is actually, he's built up a decent reserve of bonus stars. He's at 72. Technically, he could get a bonus game just from one goal at this point. Although that's not too likely. Yeah, bonus games, you don't see them too often, but they are a decent time loss. Okay, apparently he was trying to go for 69 bonus stars, but then missed it by 3. Oh. Interesting. TNT doing a bit of a different strat through Vob 3 to what I'm used to seeing. Oh, nice crusher skip from Ben. This is original game on original console for both runners. And Ben looks like he's making light work of the Wendy fight. Ooh, he needs 7 bonus stars to hit 99, but if he gets any more, that is a bonus game. TNT with possibly the worst score imaginable right now. Not quite. He's 80 off. But if he does just about anything, he's going to hit the million mark. Hopefully he gets some points, just at least some points, before the end of the level, because there is actually a decent amount of... You do get a decent amount of extra lag. If you're not yet at a million points. Just there. Going over that last chuck, you can really feel it. Making his way through the ghost ship. Interesting, only getting kicked off Yoshi once there. I'm not sure how well he'd be lined up for the despawn. It looked a little bit slow. Oh yeah, but that he might be able to get it with a scroll, but definitely not without. TNT doing the single scroll strat for Ludwig. And just gets a bad Magic Hooper. Nothing you could do about that. Not with this strat anyway. Ooh. Okay, thankfully he did not go and enter that door straight away because he would have had Flight Meter had he just ran for it. Ooh, Slop, my favourite! Delicious. And Ben making his way down the ghost ship. Oh, goes to the left. And he gets an orb. Oh, that was not dramatic enough. Orb! Apologies to headphone users. Alright, so TNT has headed the Valley of Bowser 2. As Ben makes his way through the Valley of Bowser 1. Will we see a sandbar clip from TNT? I mean, he's definitely capable of it. Actually, he has said bar time in chat, so I think we might. Very nice. Yep, saves the cycle. And gets another clip that doesn't even save time. That clip's my favourite clip. Ooh, Ben gets kicked off Yoshi. He's gonna have a bit of trouble getting back on Yoshi with the disco shell there. Oh, still got it though. Ooh, falls down a bit. Basically, Brambest, there's a lot of room to type in between stages here. There's a lot of downtime on the overworld in SMW. Gives good time to read chat, talk in chat. Nice looking fortress so far from TNT. Bounces on the Potoboo. Gets the Crusher skip. Doesn't opt to keep P-Speed. Definitely the safer decision here. Yeah, we are looking at a decent paced run right now from TNT. Low 124 range right now. And very nice fortress. Oh, Ben jumping there. If he had collected the gold tape at that point, he would have got a bonus game. If he wants to hit 99, he's gonna have to wait for the goal to be low enough. And if it's one frame too late, he's got a bonus game. Ooh, I'm having a little bit of an issue with Vob 3 here. But looks like he's going to get through the rest alright. That's a good start to cave kill for TNT. getting that perfect first hit. And the perfect second hit. I guess the thing with the second hit is that you either get it perfect or you miss it. If you hit the Mecha Koopa too early, then he just falls off screen before hitting Bowser. Oh, Ben bonked into that yellow block. And running into the pipe. Thankfully he knows he can just grab a red Koopa and fly the rest of the way up. TNT in the meantime, with a very nice looking ball skip. That looked just about perfect. And this is probably an insta-hit. Ooh! Actually no, misses the insta-hit there. And bonks a Mecha Koopa. That's gonna lose him some time in phase 3. So I think we're looking more at a mid 124 now. But still, very solid race time coming out from TNT. So TNT has to wait for Bowser to bounce 8 times instead of the usual 5, because he was not able to hit him with the Mecha Koopa immediately at the start of the phase. But there's no trouble getting those last 2 hits. Finishing with a time of 1:24.28. Definitely a solid race time. And well, like, that's about 2 minutes below his average as well. Just solid. Oh, Ben has the bonus game. Getting the getting all flowers. That is the perfect bonus game. Nice job there from Ben. So, ooh, Ben not getting through that line of turn blocks. Does the scroll right, so should be able to get through these pencils reasonably quickly. Oh, he's gonna have flight. He's gonna have flight. Okay, he knew he was gonna have flight and just chose to not do anything at the start of the fight. Probably a good decision. So, if we hold on one moment.
Hello.
Hello, I'm now joined by TNT. TNT, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
That was just a very solid run.
It was solid until until I just completely forgot how to play the game, for like the second half, but it turned out a decent time, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you definitely can't complain about like a mid 124 in a race. It's just solid.
Yeah, no. This is my second run since I got back from vacation, so I'm still a little bit rusty on like a lot of the small things, but
Yeah.
everything I was really worried about turned out fine, so I'm happy with it. And I have another week to practice and get back in a 96 running shape, if you will. I got GBK, which is most important.
Oh yeah. Ooh, Ben, I don't know if he was attempting sandbar there. Or if
I'm just picking it up. Oh yeah, it looked like he was.
Yeah, quite unfortunate though.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, he didn't get the midway.
Ooh, yeah.
Dang.
That's unfortunate. That midway is a good one to have.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like next you'll be moving on to face Krillpan.
I'll be facing Krill. I'm nervous. Other than he had like a 126.38, and he
One.
like died in Butterbridge 1.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he died like pretty far into it too. So like I could see him pulling out like a low 25 or even a 24.
Yeah. Well, actually, what is his PB? Because I don't.
It was his race. Let me
Really?
check here.
Wait, the
Yeah,
120, the 126.
the 26.43 is his PB.
Wow. Well, he is definitely capable of a better time than that. If that had a
Yeah, no.
death in Butterbridge 1.
Yeah, he's due. That'll be fun. And then the winner of that will most likely be facing Louis.
Yeah. I don't think it's any. Like, Author Blues is good at the game, but he's not Louis. Nobody's Louis. Well, Louis is Louis, but
Yeah. No, it'll be fun though. That'll be another fun match. I'm excited for it.
yeah,
We got quite a few matches this week as well, like for the rest of round 1.
yeah.
Today.
Well, let me have a look at the schedule. Actually, no, I'll look at that once Ben is done with his run.
Okay.
He is just entering the fort. Oh, what's he just took a left right there? Why is he scrolling? Why is he scrolling? I'm confused.
Ben, what are you doing? You made it through.
I'm not sure. He just paused right at the start. But it looks like he's going for P-speed, at least through this section. Not getting the crusher skip though.
Oh yeah, bounced a little too high for that one to happen. Checking the buttons still work. Wow.
Fair enough. I guess he missed that left scroll at the start.
That would explain that, yeah.
Yeah. So Ben's moving on to Bowser's. The Bowser fight looks like we'll be looking at somewhere around a mid 132 if he can pull off Cape Kill. So I'm seeing a 90 exit file on your game. Should I? Is there a story behind that?
The story is Vob 3, and I don't like to tell it.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
that is a very sad story. Ben's struggling a bit with Darkroom, killing all of the unnamed black starfish.
Yeah, I do, I switched to a kind of janky strat that when it works, it's fine, but I think that was my second time doing it in a run, and I just kind of forgot the inputs, and
Right.
it went really downhill. I know how to back it up now, so lesson learned.
Fair enough. Interesting. Ben keeping the holding on to that Mecha Koopa from the first throw while he does the second hit of Cape Kill. You don't see that from too many runners.
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't lose any time.
It's a neat little thing, you know. It's not anything like big, but it's just cool to see. Although, to be fair, Steve, it wasn't that good of a run, but it definitely could have PB'd. I think. Yeah.
Oh, this run was still PB pace and forest.
Yeah,
Even Choco.
I got all the good luck in forest, and I was talking trash about it yesterday, being like, oh, it's really easy aside from like getting lucky on clips, and then I just completely forgot how to play the rest of the split. I guess it's karma. But yeah, and then that Choco Fort kind of... I'm okay with that because I generally have gotten really lucky with like not messing up Choco in good runs, so I'll take a mistake there. Not recommended.
Ben finishes the run with a 1:32:39.
GG.
And Ben, if you'd like to join us, feel free. So unfortunately that means Ben has been eliminated from the tournament. But this definitely won't be the last you see of him, because he will be restreaming or he will be commentating like half the races for the rest of the thing anyway.
Yeah.
Yo, welcome Ben.
Yo, what's up? Holy shit. That
was a speed run.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm quite happy that I didn't go into major tilt, at least in the first 3/4 of the run. It took a lot not to get pretty frustrated, because obviously it was just starting to feel like one of those runs. Not at all happy with that final time. I don't think that's acceptable, but it's okay. I mean, I can definitely take consolation in that I'm never going to get 124 in a race, at least these days.
Yeah, I guess it's...
Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the race result. Nothing wrong with that, but it was just a silly run. Also, shout out to those sub 300 wings that I got. Usually when I get to that
was
stage,
something.
it's not happening. No yumps, very disappointing. Trying to think. I don't know, that run was just horrible. It didn't make me feel good whatsoever. Oh god, of course, Roy Fly. First time wasn't even close. Second time, that really pushed me over the edge. I don't know how I kept P-Speed there.
Well, it wasn't P-Speed, it was, like, you killed P-Speed, that's just, you still had flight meter. Like, you'd flown earlier, so then you'd, like, just jumped even without P-Speed and went into flight.
Yeah, I meant to say flight meter, I guess. Yeah.
You just
didn't think I was going to maintain it there. I'd sort of pulled out. I backed out. I wasn't liking how it was going, and woo, yeah. Didn't get 99 bonus points as well. Very disappointing.
Dang.
You tried,
but
though.
I did get a perfect bonus game.
Yeah, that was impressive. I barely even get that. Not that
It
I
is
have much
tough.
practice in the bonus game.
I think this would be my first run with a bonus game in it, but obviously it almost doesn't count because it was very much it almost wasn't intentional because we're trying to get 7 on that last goal tape.
Well, I can certainly say that in the past I have had accidental bonus games.
Wow, I do find that pretty difficult. I don't know how that happens, honestly.
Yeah, through a series of mistakes.
So yeah, coming into this race, I had said to a couple of people that asked me, how do you think it's going to go? And I said, I think TNT is going to get a 123 or a 124, or I'm going to win. Well, certainly not with that run, I would never win. But TNT's runs either seem to be amazing, pretty damn good, 124, even though there were a couple of things that went wrong. Pretty damn good, or not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why couldn't it be like the weekly? Although the weekly is a bit of a meme, so hey.
Yeah.
Big congrats, TNT.
Thank you.
I couldn't, or I wouldn't want much or stuff words. I don't know. I'm still tired, I think. I'm very happy with how you played.
I think we should agree to never do a race at 9:30 in the morning ever again.
I was hoping that might give me a slight bit of an edge, but considering I live in ET anyway, considering I live Eastern time, it was pretty horrible for both of us.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, congrats again. You're going up against Krill. I think that's going to be very tough for both of you, but if you play half as good as you did in this race, you'll be totally fine.
Yeah, no, it was a fun race.
Oh, let's see, did it get 96 exits? This is the important thing.
Oh yeah, you haven't checked yet, you gotta check.
Oh no, I got 96,
Alright.
Wow.
96, 97, 98. Oh dear, your files are looking a bit more sad. I'll not ask what happened to file C.
Yeah, file C. That was. I talked about that a little bit earlier before you came in.
Oh right. Yeah, well, thanks for having me. I want to give a quick shout out to absolutely everybody who scheduled their matches in time. I think this is the first tournament I've been a part of where we're going to have round one completed within the deadline.
Yeah, that's
big congrats,
that's
everybody.
strange to see for sure.
We
So-
have a packed day coming up. We have a lot of big matches.
Yeah,
Off the
I was
top
gonna
of
go
my head.
through that. yeah,
Oh,
so,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, who's playing next?
Yeah, so up next in just under I think it's an hour and 45 minutes if I'm reading this correctly, is Akisto versus Furious. I'm not sure who's gonna restream that. I will be asleep.
Nice one.
And that should be interesting. I definitely say Akisto is the favorite. Furious has not run so much of the longer categories, but I would not count him out. But
I definitely wouldn't count him out in this one either. And of course, as you say, I mean, even a bit coy there. I think Akisto's a pretty big favorite.
no
No
huge
shame in
favorite.
saying that.
He's just
But
really good and really consistent in races.
yeah,
He's gonna be a
Akisto
tough opponent.
along with Seathorn are probably some of the toughest racers out there. But we've been seeing a little bit different from this tournament, so who knows?
And then,
I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see Akista pull out a 22.
22. Like he can easily 23 in races. 22. And he's
I do
only
feel like
had
22 is a bit of a stretch.
he's only had
He
the
does-
one
no,
22.
He's done it once, but he did it on a no reset run, which is why I think it's possible. I don't think it's likely. I'll say that.
Well, if he gets a 122, I will be more than happy for him.
And then
sorry,
Yeah, so after that, at 5 p.m. Eastern, we have Dode versus Xander. That actually could be quite an interesting one. Like if you look at the PBs, Dode is the clear favorite, but he has not played much of vanilla SMW in a good year and a half, 2 years. So I think Xander, I don't know. If Dode was derusted, I would easily give it to him, but I can't be sure how this will go.
Yeah, pretty much my same feelings on that. I said that if Dude puts in even 2 or 3 hours preparation, I think he's solidly going to have this one. As well, Xander's record in races have been a bit, have had a bit of a range, but in that starting race, he was on some hella good pace. Or was that the starting? I think it was, yeah. Could have PB'd, could have got a mid 126, really, really good time. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, Bob
I'd say
is...
both of them are like... Oh, sorry. You can go.
Yeah, Bob's making a good point in the chat that Dode in the Old Castles race a couple of weeks ago did do well. He did get a 35. And that's, that's a decent time not having played much vanilla SMW in a year or two.
Yeah, no, I was just about to make that point as well. I think it's going to be a very interesting one. Could be a bit scrappy, who knows? But I think if Joe is able to put in like 2 or 3 hours, he should be fine. I believe we have a couple more matches tonight, right?
Yep. After that, we have at 7 p.m. Eastern, Reserphos versus Stew. I believe.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I'm probably going to be asleep for that, but I'm interested in seeing it. Resi has been around a lot longer, but has typically done like the small only or no cape kind of stuff rather than 96. And yeah, Stu has the better PB, but I don't know. I don't know that much about Stu. He's relatively new.
Stu, he
runs
improved
this category a lot.
Yeah, Stu improved really quickly, and then he's been playing a lot of TKC2. He has a couple world records in like Donkey Kong Country and stuff. So.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so I'll definitely be interested in seeing how that goes. I'd probably pick Stu as the favorite if he's like been seriously running the category.
Oh yeah, like
but
he runs it a lot. I think it's a case of raw skill versus, you know, practice and muscle memory, and obviously he's very skilled at this game as well. But Resi, very very good at SMW.
Yeah, I'm certainly not counting Resi out. Especially Resi's definitely capable of playing beyond his PB. He's
I think he went from like a big 127 to that 125 he's got. It's a pretty big jump.
Yeah, and he's incapable. He is capable of improving it further.
Wow, I can't play at all today. What is it? Like I felt so confident coming into this. Not confident that I was going to win, but confident that I wouldn't ruin the bed sheets. I think with one more after that,
Yeah,
right?
one more after that. We have myself actually, Sten versus Marcelo Marsos.
Oh. I actually forgot about that one. Sorry.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna favor me for that one.
How selfish.
Look, I mean, even trying to be unbiased, like I'm what, the 4th seed, he's the 30th or something. Like my PB's like several minutes faster. I think.
No, I've got you picked.
Yeah, I don't know much about Marcelo. Or how long he's been running the game or anything. Yeah, I'd probably have me as the favorite.
I think it would be a fairly tough ask. Of course, it's possible. I mean, things have happened fast.
Sten has gotten a 133 with 95 exits before.
Hey, that was a 132.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I followed that up by, like, my next 3 runs after that were 123s.
Yeah.
That's okay then.
But yeah, we got a lot of good races tonight. I'm excited.
Actually, that was the one thing I forgot about. I was quite happy with my. Never mind. I was quite happy with my backup in Donut Plains 3. Like, obviously that strat's quite easy, but a bit unfortunate to be put in that spot. That actually seems to be my biggest mistake recently. Just walking off edges.
Yeah, it's
not jumping.
It's easy to do.
Yeah.
No, I was happiest with special probably. Because a lot can go wrong.
Your special was definitely decent.
That
was really you missed out.
I got bad luck tubular.
Yeah.
And gnarly wasn't great, but I got GBK and everything went smooth. So
gnarly was not bad. That was like low 70s still.
Yeah, I think I missed the first tube once, and then I think I got 3 in a row. I almost got quad. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
I typically aim for 72 though, so.
Yeah, your special seemed really good. I mean, most of your runs seemed really good. I was pretty convinced you were going to PB.
It was a solid early game. It wasn't anything special early game, but it was solid. And then it was a really sloppy late game, but I didn't make any huge mistakes. Like, I don't think I died at all during the run. Yeah. I just had a lot of small time losses all over the place once I got out of Ludwig.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment of the run.
Yeah, but honestly, I got back home last night and I did my first no reset and I got like a 130.
Oh my word, dude! You see, it's really funny as well. I think that their one run might have really helped because I feel that first run after a break will be bad, but anything after that will be totally fine. And it's fun. Like, I didn't watch that run. I did that on purpose.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. I was actually hoping that run would go well because normally that isn't a great sign.
I golded special. I got like a 519 special, and then everything after that was complete garbage. Like, instead of losing 20 seconds in every split after like Ludwig, I was losing like 2 minutes in every split. So I cleaned that up a bit, which is good.
Yeah, sometimes if you do a run like that and it's really bad, you're paying extra attention to those things that went wrong. But
yeah, that was my thought process.
possibly was, possibly helped. A very solid victory, very convincing.
Yeah, so I
You're gonna be on the commentary track the whole time now.
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah, in the Restream and all that stuff.
Probably, yeah. I mean, as you can imagine, it is a bit difficult to. Sorry, I'll stop playing and actually concentrate. It is a bit difficult to actually be able to get people free for an hour and a half. I understand it's quite a lot, although people have been very, very generous with their time. Really appreciate it. But yeah, just big congrats again. I'm looking forward to you versus Krill. Should be very close, or possibly not if you play like that. Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think that'll be it for us, and for another like hour and a half. So thanks everyone for watching,
Nice.
and we'll see you later.
Take care, everybody.
Good night. Good night. Good morning.
Good everything.